Berlin, comparing to other German cities, is so different. It's sometimes chaotic, really close to the Cairo spirit of being awake all night and having like so many events and so many cultural things that you can do over there and spend a very nice experience. As well as for me as a designer, I always tell my students that if you want to be a good designer, you have to go to Berlin. Because always when you're walking in the streets, you're going to find graffiti on the walls, you're going to find new exhibitions, posters for new exhibitions and new events, where you can go to these places and explore a new technology of media or a new thing about art and design.
It's such a great experience for all students to travel one semester during their years in GC. That's because studying in different culture makes you totally independent person and help you improve your skills and personal experience.
Of course, as well, not forgetting the architecture that tells you so many things about the history of Berlin, because it was a very important city in the history of Europe. And the museums that has a lot of monuments, and especially the Neues Museum that has the head of Nefertiti, that you can go over there and see how they put it and exhibit it in a very nice way. If you want to learn German, of course, Berlin is the city for you, because people over there do not like to speak other language than their own language. So practically, you go to the course, you learn everything, and then you get in the street and start to speak the language and practice it. Because if you go to the supermarket, you have to speak German. If you go to anywhere, you have to speak the German language and communicate with it. And it's a good opportunity for you to learn it, actually.
GC Berlin offers great opportunity for the students to combine their studies with practical life, such that GC Berlin offers trips and visits to companies to see what they have studied by their eyes. And that's such a great thing for the students to be able to enhance their skills and to make use of all what they have learned in the GC.
Considering GUC Berlin, they always like to organize workshops and trips for the students to explore the German culture and the history of Berlin. For instance, we went to a trip to see some sightseeing about how the German culture was inspired somehow with the ancient Egyptians. Like, we went to a place where we saw this kind of sculpture that is really replicating the Sphinx that we have here in Cairo, and how it's reflecting power and the identity of ancient Egyptians. And also, along with the trip, it was very exciting because we had like the TAs and the staff, the admin, and the students all together, and we were all like friends, talking together, bonding, and even we started to take some snowballs and throw it at each other. It was really fun, actually, and we spent a very nice day all together, and we felt like a family.
In GC Berlin, students may meet new academic system, a totally different system that may new professors, new TAs. So in that case, the students must adapt to this system, and eventually they will have to respond in an effective way. In addition to, GC Berlin may offer courses that's not offered in GC home campus in Cairo. And this academic system that is mostly in all German stuff will encourage the students to learn the German language more effectively, and that will be the main advantage of traveling abroad, to learn the German language by heart. not only courses to be studied and grades. You will have to adapt to the whole new system, which will talk and write, listen, everything in German language.
Some of the students think that because they have the same subjects over there like here, that there's no point of going over there and they will not benefit. But I say a different thing, because when you go over there you get this kind of exposure to a new culture and a new way of living. So you feel like independent and free to take your own decisions. You're not really dependent anymore on your parents, and you have to take the responsibility for every single decision you go for. So I saw my students over there. I told the students before, and when I went over there and started to see them, how they change and how their personalities was more independent, more strong, very confident about themselves, very confident about the decisions they are taking. It was something interesting for me, because it's unlike our society. It's a bit more free society that has no judgment on anyone, and everyone is like reflecting himself and reflecting his own identity. So this is something I would recommend for all the students of the GUC to do one day, just to go to Berlin and explore life over there.